Oh God. It's been a minute. 2020 kicked my ass. If you haven't seen it yet, it should be up already. I did a reading vlog of me trying to meet my reading goal for this last year, not this year. Barely acknowledged the fact that I had pink hair in it. I dyed my hair pink. What can I say? I'm obsessed with it. I think everyone should have pink hair. It is way more fun than regular hair. Today, what I wanted to do, because I have a goal for this year, which is simply to read more books. In 2020, I read 40 books. So in 2021, I would like to read more than 40 books. I actually set my reading challenge, my story graph reading challenge, because I have canceled Goodreads out of my life. I've canceled Amazon out of my life. And that includes Goodreads. If you didn't know, I feel like people don't know. I tweet about it angrily a lot. But Goodreads is owned by Amazon. So like kick it to the curb, hit up Storygraph. It's also owned by Black women and it's a great platform to log all your reading. I set my reading goal this year to 52 books. I feel like that's pretty good. That's like a book a week. And if I read more, I read more. And if I read less, I read less. It is what it is. So to begin, the first book is the one that I'm currently reading and I'm really loving so far. It's The House in the Cerulean Sea by TJ Klune. I am obsessed with this so far. It's so good. I would say this is the book that was recommended to me the most in 2020. It's a good mix. It's like an adult sci-fi fantasy mix between Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children and the Wayward Children series by Sean A. Maguire, like Every Heart a Doorway. It's basically takes place in a world where magical creatures and beings exist, but they're regulated by a company. I can't quite tell if it's a company or it's part of the government, but I'm pretty sure it's like a company. And everyone who has any kind of like magicalness to them is required to be like registered with the Department of Magical Adults or the Department of Magical Children. And this follows the main character who works for the Department of Magical Children, and he's a caseworker. So think like CAS in Canada, or I'm not sure what it's called in the States. Kind of in that vein. So he's a caseworker and he visits orphanages. That's so rude. He visits orphanages that are full of magical children and deems like whether or not they're safe or whether or not the kids are safe from each other, stuff like that. And then the beginning of this book starts with him getting like his biggest case of all, and they're really like vague about it, and he finds himself on this island full of these like wonderful magical children and their like caretaker. It is very good so far. I'm about halfway through and I'm doing something I haven't done in so long, which is tabbing pages about parts that I like, not just quotes that I like, just like full like scenes that I enjoy. I've been tabbing, and that hasn't happened in so long. I definitely didn't do it at all in 2020. This is very good. It's like a warm hug. The next book I'm definitely going to get to this month is Black Futures. I love this like cover. It's so beautiful. And this is edited by Kimberly Drew and Jenna Wortham. And I'm reading this as part of Roxane Gay's Audacious Book Club. Each month, Roxane Gay has chosen a book to read as part of her book club. And if you're a subscriber to her Audacity newsletter, then you also get access to hopefully what will be like author interviews and stuff. And it's basically like a bunch of like, I don't even like stories, articles, poems, art, that have to do with like the Black experience. I know it's based off of the Black Futures Project, but I haven't quite done my research on it yet. I don't exactly know what it is, but I'm sure once I read like the forward introduction, I'll get a better idea as to what it is. The next book I definitely want to get to this month is one that is not out yet. It's Across the Green Grass Fields by Sean A. Maguire, which I literally just mentioned, the Wayward Children series. This is the 6th book, I believe, in the series, and I'm really looking forward to it. I don't even know who it follows. I just know that I love the series and I'm gonna read it. So if I want to stay on my reading goal this year, I have to read a book a week, basically, and I have quite the stack next to me of other books that I'm thinking about getting to. The first is one that I'm currently reading, and I talked about several times in my last reading vlog, which is The Black Tides of Heaven by Ji Yang. This is a novella series that takes place in a world. How do I describe it? It mainly follows these two twins who have shown that they have a lot of magical ability. One who has shown that they can like dream of the future, and so far all of the dreams they've had have come true. And then it also takes place in a world where as you come of age, you're kind of expected to decide what gender you want to be, if you want to be male or if you want to be female. So it also is about the two twins kind of deciding what gender they want to present themselves to the world as they come of age. There's more that goes on in it, but I'm on page 85. And I don't exactly know myself what's kind of going on yet. I'm also in the middle of this bad boy this year. I keep saying this year. Last year, I really got into Critical Role. I've basically read every book that they've come out with at this point, and I'm caught up on campaign 2. I'm almost caught up on campaign 1. I'm almost done with the Chroma Conclave arc. I'm a little bit of the ways through. It's basically just about like all the members of Critical Role and the characters that they play and like the history of the show. And lastly, I have a couple more books that I'm just going to run through really quick of books that I'd really like to get to sometime soon. The first of which is Lore by Alexandra Bracken. I haven't read an Alexandra Bracken in a long time. I kind of haven't read a teen book in a long time. But this is like Greek gods and goddess based. That's all I really know about it, but that's enough to like intrigue me. I have a sneaking suspicion if I don't read it soon, I will never read it. So that's kind of why it's like top of the list here. I also have volume 2, kind of 3, because there's a volume 0. Volume 2 of Spider-Gwen, Weapons of Choice, which I'm looking forward to getting into. So, oh God, oh Lord, do we have to like show books like this anymore? Can we not do it anymore? I'm so tired, you know? It's fine. So that's kind of what's on my TBR for the month of January 2021. Oh, I'm so happy to say that. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you liked this video by giving it a like. It's been a while. I'm still kind of trying to figure out what I want to do with all my content here, but today I just wanted to like chat about some books that I was excited to read. So that's what I did. I hope you guys have a lovely start to your 2021. Wash your hands, wear your mask, and fight the patriarchy, man. I'll see you next time. Bye.